Hey guys, it's Dynamite, and Cars 1 is my favorite movie of all time, so today I'm going to be ranking all the characters from that movie. Let's get right into it. First up, we have the epitome of arrogance, Chick Hicks. This guy's just a complete moron, if we're being honest. He's going to go in iconic. Gotta love the guy, but he's completely arrogant and pompous. Now, if you thought Chick Hicks was pompous, then you have not met my boy, Lightning McQueen.
Thank you! Or should I say no thank you? Because in opposite world, maybe that really means thank you.
I mean, he's gonna go in iconic. He's the face of the Cars franchise, but in the first half of Cars, he is just the most pompous car, imaginable. He is so pompous, you gotta love him. Like I said, you gotta love him. But he is just out of his mind egocentric. Next up is Luigi. You're gonna put him in average. You know, you're not gonna talk about Luigi much. We got other cars to rank. Next up is the Sheriff. This is another guy you're not gonna get much into, but just a hard-working, humble guy. Gotta love him. Putting him in average, though. Next up is Ramon. Ramon's also pretty pompous. I don't know if pompous is exactly the word, but I'm gonna put him in average as well. You know, there's nothing bad to say about Ramon, but he's whatever. And next up is Doc. This, I say epitome a lot. Like, this is the epitome of pompous. Epitome of pompous. He is the epitome of iconic. The iconic tier is just perfect for Doc.
I knew you needed a crew chief, but I didn't know it was this bad.
He's a grumpy old man, but then he turns into like McQueen's mentor. It's the best thing I've ever seen. That's what makes the movie. Next up is the town hippie, Fillmore. What are you gonna do with him? Like, that's another guy you just kind of move past, put him in average. Not a main character, but you have to rank him. Like, he's Fillmore. You gotta put him in average. Next up is Flo, and you know what? I'm putting all these like Radiator Springs people in average. Like, there's nothing good or bad to say about him, so, you know, while we're at it, let's just add all of them. Lizzie's next. Sarge, is that his name? Yeah, put him in average. Big Red over here, gotta put him in average. That guy's kind of a wimp, actually. Gonna put him in bad. Not a fan of his, honestly. Like, I mean, what's his deal? I mean, he thinks McQueen leaves, you know, he leaves Radiator Springs. At least he thinks so, and he has a crying attack. Like, he literally is not even, can't even build up, like, the courage to even look at McQueen, and all of a sudden he leaves it. He literally cries. He cries like a baby. Next up is Fred. Fred is just wonderful. He's not iconic. By no means is Fred iconic. But, I mean, he's going in iconic. I'm sorry. It's the top tier. I love Fred. You have to love the guy. It says, McQueen knows my name. McQueen knows my name.
Fred, thank you.
He knows my name! He knows my name!
It's on your chin, Fred. It's on your chin, okay? Don't be an idiot. Next up is Mater. Mater is iconic. McQueen's best friend. McQueen kind of hates him at first because McQueen just hates everybody but himself. Complete self-centered idiot. McQueen is, but you gotta love him. But Mater is going to go in iconic. I was going to put Mac in average, but honestly, I think I have to move him down to bad. I mean, I know the entire story is created when McQueen falls out of the trailer and it goes into Radiator Springs. Like, that's the point of the movie, so it had to happen. It was, you know, essential to the storyline. But I mean, let's be honest here. He went, how long without realizing McQueen was gone? I mean, come on, he's falling asleep at the wheel. Almost kills McQueen like 5 times. He's kind of a disaster of a truck driver. His job is to stay awake, drive to LA. But he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. So I'm going to put him in bad for that. Next up is Sally. And here's the thing. Like, they're cars, so it's kind of weird to get into, like, their love life. But McQueen and Sally, good little couple. I'm going to put Sally in great. Cozy cone. It's like a great relationship. They're cars, so it's kind of weird if I talk about it too long. But we're going to move on. Next up, I'm going to put the King in average. I mean, even though he's kind of, like, supposed to be kind of a main character, like he's, you know, one of the only 2 competitors of McQueen in the last race, I don't know. It's not like, you know, it's not somebody you're gonna rank and, like, you know, have a reason to put him in bad, disgrace, great, or iconic. But I'm gonna put him in average. And we're gonna move on. I'm not really sure where to rank the tractors, but honestly, I'm gonna put him in great. I mean, look at the guy's face. Look at him. He's a cow, but he's a tractor. It creates for one of the best scenes in the movie. And I saved the best for last, of course. Guido is gonna go in iconic. And that's why Guido's the GOAT. He just is. He is the GOAT. He literally wins McQueen well, he doesn't win McQueen the race because McQueen decides to be all humble all of a sudden. Like, McQueen, take your piston cup. Alright, that's all I'm saying. Take your piston cup, then go save the king. I don't care about the king. I don't care. I don't care. Take your piston cup. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you guys want to see a Cars 2 or 3 tier list. And let me know if you guys like this video.